Hello, everybody. So we are watering, or we are harvesting water leaf. So we have water leaf over here. We have water leaf over there. We just harvested this water leaf. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. We just harvested the water leaf over here. So we have these over here. So I just harvested some of the seeds already. Some of them went to seeds. We were supposed to harvest them last week. Unfortunately, we did not harvest them like a week or so. So they went to seeds. So what I just do is just harvest the seeds like this. We use the seeds, we let them develop in the stem. When we harvest them in the stem like that, the seeds continue to develop. And then maybe after a week, I just put them in a container. After a week, the seeds should be ready, and then we can save the seed for next year, or we can put them in our shop where we sell water leaf seeds like this. So I'll see if I can put the link to the shop in the comments below. But we harvested quite a few seeds already. I'm gonna be showing you guys in a minute. But let's just finish over here harvesting these, and I'll show you what we harvested so far, and the rest of the stuff that still needs to be harvested. So you can use the scissors or you can use your hand. Just break up the tip like that. Um, so sometimes I use the scissors, sometimes I just use my hand. Using my hand is faster, but using the scissors also it's a lot cleaner to do. So just use. So sometimes I just switch to using my hands, my fingers to do it without even knowing, because I'm just used to using my fingers to cut it and harvest it. So like I said, we harvest the tip of the water leaf, and then the big leaves. If you have big leaves like this, you harvest the big leaves. The big leaves have a lot of nutrients on it, and they're usually the oldest leaves that are there. So you're able to get a lot of vegetables. See, I just switched to using my hands to, because I'm used to just using my hands. Sometimes I use the scissors or a knife, but you can use your hands. It breaks out very easily, especially the soft tips of the leaf. Breaks off easily. So we are growing this water leaf in fabric, raised bed, or vertical fabric raised bed. It has 8 different sections. You can grow so many different things in the various 8 sections, and the grow bed is very big one. One of the sections can take up to like 3 gallons of soil, compost. So you can grow definitely a lot. You can grow definitely a lot in small fabric grow bed like this. And I'll see if I can put the link for it in the description below, or look at the shop below. I'll see if I can do that for you. But we're able to do a lot of stuff on this bed right here. So we have water leaf. We have water leaf in these 2 sections over here, and one section over there. We have chia, sweet bitter leaf over here, a chia over there, huckleberries in these 2 sections. And the first one over there is called earth. So in a fabric raised bed like this, you can grow a lot of stuff. You can harvest quite a lot of stuff. You can put it on your balcony, you can put it in the backyard, front yard, any little section area that you have that gets a good amount of sunlight. You can put it there and be able to grow a lot of fruits in them. So like I said, it's like a grow bag, but the grow bags with 8 different grow bags that are put together, are attached together. They're separate, independent sections. Like I said, each section you can grow different things. You can grow two different things in them. Or you can grow one thing in all of them. That's all up to you. But I am growing like 5 different things in this grow bed, and you can see the amount of stuff you can harvest from just one grow bed like this. So let me know in the comments below if you use a fabric grow bed like this, or if you've heard of water leaf. I use water leaf something needs with water leaf, let me know in the comment below. So water leaf has so many different names. It's a tropical plant that is used in so many areas of the world. It has like 19 or 20 different names. Also called mega spinach, Philippine spinach, and so many other, like 18 other names. I'll see later on. I'll see if I can put the names below. And like I said, it has so many different uses for so many different people. We use it to cook arrow. If you've heard of arrow, it's a Cameroon dish. That's what we use water leaf for. Some people that don't have water leaf use spinach to do that, but water leaf is the original uh, softener that is used for it, and it tastes much better than spinach. So we are harvesting our water leaf in the garden. We harvested quite a lot already. I'm gonna be showing you guys in a minute what we harvested so far. So this raised bed, uh, so I'm harvesting mostly the big ones that are gonna go to seed soon. If we don't harvest it, the other smaller ones, I'm just letting them go. They can continue to grow, and then maybe next week or the week after that, we can harvest the small ones that are still growing. Like I said, if you're harvesting, you want to also harvest the big leaves at the bottom of the plant. If you don't harvest the big leaves, they're gonna fall off. They see big leaves like this, they're gonna fall off and become compost in your bed. If you want that, that's fine. But if you're trying to get as much vegetable, as much water leaf as you can, for the short growing season that we have, you can, even if you have a long growing season, that's still a vegetable that you need to harvest or use. So I'm harvesting just the big leaves right now, and the big leaves are usually maybe sometimes 2 or 3 times the size of the regular leaves on top, because they've been getting a lot of nutrients for a longer period of time. We have one more right here, and so that is the water leaf right there. So let me show you guys what we harvested so far and where we harvested it. So over here is what we've harvested so far. This is water leaf right here, and this is the seeds that we harvested. We're gonna use the seeds for next year. We're also gonna put some of the seeds in our shop, and we harvested most of those water leaf and the seeds from this bed right here, this one raised bed right here, and a few from this fabric raised bed over here. So we still have, you can see, we still have this bed right here that we have to harvest, and we still have more. Let me bring it closer. We harvested some water leaf on this side of the bed right here, and we still have quite a few to harvest over here and over here. So we have a lot of water leaf in the garden right now. So today, I think we harvested enough. We still need to process it. We usually clean it up, cut it, slice it, and then freeze it. So the ones that we've harvested so far, maybe tomorrow we can continue harvesting it, but we harvested this bed over here. We harvested this bed over here. Even though we harvested this bed, you can still see there's still quite a lot over there. So the goal was to harvest the really mature ones that were already going to seeds, or that we're going to go to seeds very soon. And the smaller ones we can continue harvesting next, maybe like in a week's time. We should be able to harvest more. And so that is what we've harvested. We have just one more container over here. I'm just going to harvest and add to these containers over here. I'm just going to harvest them and add to the seeds and the water leaf that we have, and then we should be done. So let's go and harvest these containers over here. So let me just show you what I do in terms of the way I'm doing it right now to make sure that it's so I'm just gonna go, so I'm using little nice handy scissors right here. Just what I'm gonna do first is just see if I can grab all the stems, or the sorry, all the seeds. So we have a lot of seeds here. So when you cut it with the stems like these, some of them are mature ready, some of them are not ready. When you cut it with the stems like this, I put it in the container where I just showed you guys, and then maybe like in a week's time, the seeds are gonna continue to get mature with the stems on it, because the stems are gonna get all the nutrients that are left in the stem to get mature, and then we should be able to. The seeds should be ready. They're gonna start popping out by themselves. You want to put it in a deep container, because when the seeds are ready, they pop. These little bulbs, they pop and they spread the seeds. That's the goal of the plant, to spread the seeds. So they're going to pop. So you want to put it in a deeper container where if they pop, they're still going to stay in the container. Or you can cover it with maybe a net or something, but you don't want to cover it with plastic. If you cover it with plastic or cover it where it doesn't get a lot of fresh air, the seeds are going to be moldy, and they might not, they might start germinating when they pop. So you want to make sure that they stay dry, and then we're just gonna, you want to make sure that they stay dry, and then you can collect the seeds later on after a week or two of drying. Um, Collect the seeds and save them. So like I said, we save our seeds. We use them for, some of them we use them. We're gonna use them to grow next year. Some we're gonna sell them to people that are interested in getting water leaf seeds. We have we have a link. Later on, I'll put the link in the description below, where you can grab the seeds if you're interested in water leaf seeds. But um, I just harvest the seeds like this. And then once I'm done harvesting the seeds, I'll now harvest the water leaves themselves. You can, what other people do, or what sometimes we do, is just harvest the water leaf with the seeds, go home, sit down, and then cut the seeds. But I just want to make sure that the seeds are just left outside. I'm gonna put the seeds in a nice sunny location outside here in the greenhouse, so I don't need to come back outside to do it. So we're just gonna harvest the water leaf. You can, like I said, you can use the scissors like this, or you can use a knife, or you can use your fingers. Just it breaks off very easily. I prefer using my fingers because it's a lot faster. I'm used to doing it with my hands, so it's a lot faster doing it with the hand or with the fingers. But you can use a knife, you can use the scissors, you can use whatever tool you have to harvest it. For me, it's a lot faster harvesting it like this. And so, like I said, we use the water leaf to prepare arrow. And so it's a tropical plant that thrives in the hot temperatures in the summer. That's why we grow it in the summer. We try to grow as much of it in the summer as we can, and then save them and use them year round. In the winter, we're still able to use them from the freezer. And then you want to harvest the large leaves at the bottom. See the large leaves? These are the first leaves that came out. You also want to harvest the large leaves and add them to your harvest. It's not too difficult to harvest. Usually it's just preparing and slicing that takes a little bit more time. But this one, let me put this, my hands are full, and then we'll grab the next ones. So the best time to harvest water leaf or any other vegetable is early in the morning. When you harvest early in the morning, the plants are still fresh and less stress on the plants. Than if you harvest in the afternoon or in the evening. If you cannot harvest in the morning, you can harvest in the evening. That's the alternative. It's better than harvesting during the day in the afternoon. So you can see we're done. We're done with this container. That's how we we harvest the water leaf. So comment below what you think about it. If you have any questions, uh, leave it below. I'll try to answer all the questions. And that is it. That's how we harvest water leaf. We harvested our water leaf. So if you have any questions, just leave them below. Like the video or like the live if you're liking. If you like what you see, also share it. Um, if you think somebody might be interested in watching the video, share the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you for liking and sharing. Okay, let's see. We are done with this over here. Let's do the next one and then last one more to go and we're done. So let me put this in our container right here. And at the end, I'm gonna show you what we've harvested so far again, just to show the amount of stuff that we've gotten. If you were not here at the beginning. Like I said, sometimes you can just harvest it and take the seedlings out like this, or you can just do like I'm doing. Just harvest the seedlings first. So water leaf is a plant that spreads the seed very easily, and they go to seed very easily if you don't harvest it in time. They go to seeds like this, and when they go to seeds, they don't use more leaves or more heads because they're trying to build and mature the seeds. So whenever you have water leaf, if you harvest them regularly, you're gonna get more water leaf heads come out, and you're gonna get more vegetables if you're harvesting them regularly. If you don't harvest them regularly, they go to seeds, then you're not gonna get as much. So I think we're done harvesting these seeds over here. Okay. So now we can just harvest it. So you can grow water leaf in containers. Like I say, you can grow them in containers like this. This one right here is an old cooler. You can grow them as long as you have good quality compost or potting soil in it. You can grow quite a lot in containers. You can also grow them in raised beds and in grow bags. And we have them in grow bags in the greenhouse. If you guys haven't seen the greenhouse, check out the greenhouse videos. They do really well in the greenhouse too because of the warmer temperature in the greenhouse. So once you cut them like that, they're gonna develop more heads. So the next harvest from this container is gonna be probably double or triple this that we get right now. So this is the first major harvest on this container. We've harvested some other ones before, but this is the first major harvest for this container because these containers were planted late, about maybe 3 weeks ago or a month ago. So we've harvested a couple of them, but this is the first major one that we're doing for this container right here. So we have a few with the seeds. We want to cut the heads off so they can continue producing. I'm going to put this down over here. So this one right here. Sometimes the big ones, like I said, the big leaves. You can see the size of the leaves. This is probably one of the first leaves that came out. So when you harvest it, you can harvest the leaves too. And you can easily fill your container or your pot with big leaves like this. And also when you harvest it, sometimes you see like tiny weeds and stuff, just pull them out. That way you're not making a special time to come and weed the garden. I have a few, I'm going to use grass clippings later on to cover the bottom of this container so that the weeds don't come out. Just put the weeds down there. Just if you use grass clippings to cover the bottom of the containers, the weeds are not gonna be able to come out. So we're gonna do that later on when I mow the lawn next. I'm gonna apply to the to these containers over here and in some areas in the garden. Okay, so that is it for this one right here. So we have just one more container over here. Let me show you guys whether you guys can see. We have this container right here. See, that's a 50-gallon drum that was split into two, and now we're growing water leaf in one, and then we're growing sweet bitter leaf in the other ones over here. And we've been using this container for, I would say, about maybe close to 4 or 5 years now. And so we're gonna do the same thing. Just harvest the seeds. If you don't have a lot of seeds, then you don't have to do this. You can just harvest all your water leaf at once, and then just take the seeds out. But since we were supposed to harvest this like a week or so ago, since we didn't harvest it, the seeds came out, so most of them have seeds. So I'm just harvesting the seeds, and then we can harvest the water leaf. So if you're liking the video or the live so far, please smash the like button. If you're not following me, you see, did you just see that? It just popped. One of them just popped. That one was ready. When they're ready, the seeds they pop and the seeds spread all over the place. So if you plant this anywhere in the garden and you let it go to seeds, it's gonna spread. Next year you're gonna get seeds come out all over the place. We had the same thing in the greenhouse. Half of the seedlings that we have right now, the seedlings that popped in the greenhouse. So most of these are seedlings that popped in the greenhouse, and in the spring, the seedlings started coming out from each containers, all of the containers in the greenhouse. So if you let them go to seeds, some of them are the seeds. By the time you harvest it, or even when you're harvesting it, like right now, some of the seeds are gonna pop in the and spread all over the container or all over the garden. So that is what the leaf right there. Okay, so I think we harvested all the seeds. So now we're just gonna harvest the water leaf itself. So I'll put this in my seed container. And then we just harvest the water leaf. It's much faster for me to go like this. You want to harvest the big leaves too, like that. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Smash the like button if you're liking what you're seeing. Share the video. Save it. Watch it later if you something that you're interested in trying or doing. And don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think about it. So with a knife or the scissors, it cuts it clean, but it's a lot slower for me. I'm used to just using my fingers and just going like that. See, I missed one of the seeds over here. We grab the leaves. So the goal is to harvest the really mature water leaf, smaller ones that are still growing. You can harvest them or you can just leave them and they'll continue growing. The big ones that are almost going to seeds or have seeds already, you want to harvest them so that they can spread and give you more heads, and so that next time when you harvest, you get more. You get more water leaf from. You get more water leaf from your plants. So yeah, you can see these ones we didn't harvest them last time, so they're much bigger than the other ones. So once we harvest them like that, they're gonna spread. We got some weeds also in between. Another big weed right here. So this one right here is not a weed. This is just carrot. One carrot that I put in this container. We have the rest of the carrots over here. Different containers. I just let me try it in this shallow container and see how it does. It's looking good so far, but we'll see how it does at the end of the season when we harvest it. Okay, so that is it. So we're done harvesting our water leaf. Got a few big leaves here. So we're done harvesting our water leaf over here. Let's put it in the container. And I'll show you what we've harvested so far. So let's go. So if you were not here at the beginning, this is what we've harvested. Sorry. So that's what we've harvested so far. So that's a big container of water leaf right there. Big container of water leaf. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And this is the seeds that we've harvested so far. So we, like I said, we still have like 2 or 3 beds. We're not gonna harvest it today. And thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, and commenting. And hopefully see you guys doing the same soon. So happy growing, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much. Happy growing, everybody.